So let me know if all of you can see my screen, if you can type yes. Okay, so you can see my screen. Let me minimize the chat. Let me minimize this also. Yeah. So welcome to the webinar. The agenda is I'll be introducing scientific investment program and we will discuss more about it. It will be a 1 hour presentation where we will spend 45 minutes going through the details of this program and we will have last 15 minutes for Q&A. So I request you not to ask questions during the presentation. I have shared links for filling the form to ask questions. So let me just show in the chat window. So if you go up in the chat window, in fact, let me paste the links again for everybody's benefit. So first request all of you to be on mute, also to deactivate your video. We will have a 45-minute presentation. And please use the following links for Q&A and feedback. So for all your questions, as and when you have a question, please go and fill the form. I think you may not be able to fill it multiple times. So what you can do is you have a section for filling the question. Keep writing your questions till the end. And in the end, once we are done and you are done with all the questions, just click the submit button and number your questions like 1 to 3 in the same paragraph. That should work. And post webinar, please provide your feedback because that's very important for us. So I'm just pasting everything here again for your benefit. So let's start. So a little bit of intro. So my name is Kumar Saurabh. I have been professionally working for 13 years in the field of data science and finance. Also in equity, I have 10 plus years of experience where last 5 years I have been very actively engaged in terms of recognition, relevant recognition. So I have been selected as one of the top 40 data scientists in 2019 by Analytics India. And I have been a visiting faculty to multiple business schools. In terms of my market experience, I have worked for last 5 years, presented across multiple forums like IIC Investing Hub face to face. Also for this program, I have my colleague Tanuj who is with us. Tanuj is also there in this webinar. He's a fellow data scientist with 5 years of experience. He is also a visiting faculty at INSEAD and he is well versed with all the technologies in data science related to ML, deep learning, Python, etc. So we two are the one who have curated this program and we will get into details of why. But just to start to give little bit of history of myself in the market since the time I started, actively started investing in market in 2016, though I had a brief entry in 2007 as I was 22 years old. And basically I messed it up and then I didn't look into markets for next 7-8 years, though I kept reading and I was waiting for the right time to be prepared. And this has been my performance, but key highlight is last 5 years, 87% absolute return, 18% CAGR, XIRR. However, I would just like to highlight that this number was 11% in January last year, which went down to 7-8% in March last year, and then 18% last year. So there has been a volatility and non-linearness. Also, this is the kind of return I have made on winning bets and money I have lost on losing bets. 74% winning ideas, 26% losing ideas. This has been the evolution because we will be dealing with multiple disciplinary topics. This also has been a journey for me and all this details is there. So you will get a copy of this PPT so you can go in detail and I will quickly skip to next slide. So I have already given you link for asking questions and for the webinar feedback. So the agenda is we will start with the motivation, why scientific investment program. Then we will introduce what is scientific investment program all about. We will provide you all the program details, bit on setting expectations, the pricing, the pre-launch and all the questions. So let's jump to motivation. So when I started my journey, like everybody, I also had, and I still have these questions in mind. Like everybody says, why when others are fearful and when everybody is optimistic, but the lines are blurred. Like in the day of social, everybody is fearful and in next day everybody is everybody is optimistic, but markets don't work that way. Cycles work in a long term. So And people used to say buy when your barber tells to sell and reverse, but now even everybody is there on Twitter and all. So information is not an advantage. So we need a better system to identify when everybody is fearful and everybody is greedy and all. Then some say buy high, sell higher, momentum investing. Some say buy only when the valuations are attractive. So who makes money? Do both make money? What is the absolute truth? So, a lot of these questions we all face, and we all have answers in terms of our intuition or what we hear from this WhatsApp group, that WhatsApp group. But what my profession taught me is to look through data and seek answers. And I felt when I can do this for clients, for companies, why not to do this for investing? And this is not something new. In Western worlds and all advanced economies, which have a market history of 50, 70, 100 years, these things are there. So that is where the whole inspiration personally came to apply data, because I have been in analytics from 2013. The other thing was, as well, I was progressing in my journey, I presented at some of the forums, physical presentations like at TIA 2020 in Chennai, or in Bangalore, we have something called Big Bangalore Investment Group. I have presented there. Then I made presentation on algorithmic investing in IIC in 2019. 20. Then I presented on Investing Hub, where I started blending and fundamentals with technicals. Then I had a face-to-face with Vivek Ji on Elon Market Stock Edge, where I spoke about using business intelligence tools. And as all of this was happening, I kept getting a lot of requests in terms of some genuine fundamental questions on how to do this, how to do that, or questions related to algorithms like how to do this in Python, how to backtest, or questions related to techno funda, how to bring fundamental and technicals together, or even some of the I keep getting questions. And these are things which cannot be done, or how to bring the data in Power BI, how to execute this kind of fundamental analysis, build rules. Now these are things which cannot be answered over one blog or in a 1 hour webinar, or because half-baked information is more dangerous. So that is where I thought, let's come up with a structured program where, depending on what one needs, he is able to get it. And there is a continuous learning process. And that has been the motivation behind starting this initiative. So before I did it, so as I do things data driven way, so is the volume okay? Is everybody able to hear? Can you give yes? Okay. So you need to check on your side, buddy. So let's go back again. So we did a survey to understand the needs, because I don't want to come up with a training program which I am thinking people will be useful. Let's understand what is their perspective, what is their aspiration. And we did a 7-day survey. There were 171 responses, and the questions were around aspiration, skills, gaps, motivation, availability, affordability. And again, I will quickly jump in the benefit of time. I have summarized it. You can go through everything in PPT. But the key messages which I got was people are less interested in one thing like a technical or a fundamental. People are more interested in hybrid, which is techno, funda, and quants. The second thing is most of the people, they invest in cash stocks, but mutual fund and index funds are also popular investment options. So multidisciplinary investment and cash and fund-based strategies. The other thing was skill aspirations. There were people who had some knowledge of fundamental and technical, but still technical, business intelligence, coding, these are skills where bulk of the people don't have. And fundamental also, there is a gap, because only 53% rated above 2. And there is a lot of lot of urge to learn technical analysis, to learn quants, but they want to blend it with multidisciplinary investment style. In terms of availability, it looked like 68% people can spend more than 10 hours a month, and 55% are willing to spend more than 200 rupees per hour of content. And again, some text keyword analysis, 71% wanted multidisciplinary investment and all. So if we summarize all of this, the first thing is multidisciplinary investment with focus on techno funda and quants investment strategy. That was one ask. The second ask based on proficiency was, there is a basic proficiency in fundamental skills and some knowledge of technical skill, but beyond that there is a skill gap. So technical analysis skill, business intelligence, and coding skills are there, which are required. And even in fundamental, 50% of people, they feel they are like less than 3. In terms of learning motivation, the key motivation reason is they want to gain multidisciplinary learning exposure along with ability to leverage data and technology in investment decisions. Majority of audience will be willing to spend around 15 hours for the pre-recorded sessions. So they want pre-recorded sessions, and they want periodic hand-holding sessions. And affordability is like the mean amount is rupees 300 around per hour of content. So with that, we took these feedbacks and insights, and we tried to come up with a program. So first thing first, what is scientific investing all about? Let me see in between. Sumit, everybody is able to hear, so there is some issue with your side. And anybody who is missing, anyway, you will get the recorded link also in case you are missing because of internet issues and all. So what is scientific investing all about? So if you see, there are two keywords, scientific and investing. And if you see the word science, what is science? So science is a way of doing a systematic study of any kind of structure or behavior through observation and experiment. So systematic, observation, experiment, these are key things. And if you talk of investment, investment is any allocation of resources with the common expectation of generating profit. So whether, in market, we have multiple terms. I am a long-term investor, I am a trader, I am this, I am that. But for everyone, they are investing and the sole goal is making profit. So this whole concept of scientific investing is regarding applying principles of science in the world of investing with a common goal of making money, making profit. Now, whether it's coming through technical or it's coming through fundamental, it's coming through quants, personally, for me, it doesn't matter. For me, these are different ways to achieve the final destination. And I have a foundational process called science, which I apply in my daily life, in my work, and I would like to apply the same. So whenever we say something that this makes money, that doesn't make money, this is true, this is false, the whole idea is to use the principle of science through observation, experiment, data-driven analysis to understand what works, what doesn't work, build inferences, build hypotheses, derive conclusions, make actionable points on those conclusions, and then try to make profit. That is what I take scientific investment as, and that is how this whole curriculum program structure will be. And if I bring the flavor of analytics, how analytics embraces the process of science of observation and experiment, any analytics problem, and it depends whether at what level of analytics we are, because analytics in itself is a journey. But typically any analytics problem, it will start with a business problem. We need to understand the business, we need to understand the problem. And once we get the understanding of business and the problem statement, we need to understand the data, which will help us to do that analysis. And once we understand the data, we do exploratory data analysis, which is your logical analysis, you can say, to identify insights at descriptive level through your charts or Excel or whatever means. And once we have built that, there is another layer we may or may not touch in this program, because this area is vast. And even though we will come with 50-hour program, there is a foundation, and until that foundation is covered, we can't get into advanced stuff. But we can do let's say a rule-based model or a machine learning model, test, validate, which is the popular term is back testing, you can say. And once we have a successful formula which works, we try to deploy, implement, and then it's a continuous improvisation process, because nothing is there perfect in the world, and no model is perfect. I mean, most of the models don't even work. So we need to find a model which is profitable for any kind of business problem. And the common pillars are, this program is more of a hybrid program where we will try to leverage the domain knowledge of technical analysis, fundamental analysis, leverage technology like BI tools, coding. Now, the way I have structured content, and you will see, it depends on the interest and aspiration, but it's like a buffet where everything is available. We need to pick and choose based on our behavior, based on our aspirations, based on our skills. The second thing is it is unbiased, because the discussions will be data driven. The kind of tools we will use to derive insights, to present, everything will be data driven. So that way it is unbiased. There's an openness to learn, doesn't matter. So we are open to financial, technical, techno, funda. The idea is to be open with a common framework, which is data driven framework, science driven framework. and ability, because there no formula works always. Everything changes with time. Even the models, they work at a time and they stop working. So the idea is again, to learn how to do this so that we are flexible enough to change with times rather than looking for a formula which will work for next 100 years. And it's not like which is something hi-fi. So that is why I want to highlight, because whenever the talk of analytics happens, many times people give quote of Buffet that all this is not required and all. But if we go through their quotes also, indirectly they have also told the same thing. Like if you see things, they have also emphasized on identifying patterns. They have also emphasized it's not a rocket science and no new thing happens. It's more about learning from the old things which have happened, but trying to find patterns in those old things. It's not about forecasting, but it is more about analysis. And by that, I mean, I'm not going to tell after 2 years market will fall or rise, but what I will tell is if market gives me this opportunity, what is the probability of my success? And when the probability of success is in my favor, I will take my bets. And the more the probability, the bigger bet I will take. So, these are various examples which emphasize everybody appreciates the power of data, the power of pattern, and it's not something which is new or something which is totally different. And even when we saw the analytics framework, the first thing was business understanding. So it's not like we are discarding the financial knowledge or the technical knowledge. That is a foundation. There is something over and above that. So we are trying to embrace the technical and fundamental, and then trying to embrace technology and analytics and mathematics, and then trying to come up with something which can help us to evolve. The benefits are, first, it helps us to validate our intuitions, gut feel, big statements. It speeds up our learning curve. Many times we say, I am in the market only from last 3 years because I track market daily from last 3 years. What if you get an opportunity to go back 20 years back and go through that whole 20 years of market, whole 20 years journey through data? The real experience may not be possible, but still, rather than having no experience, it gives you a view into what happened in those 20 years, how market involved. It helps you to learn. And many times, if you look through data, what people would have learned through on-field experience, maybe you can get 50% of that. Not bad. So it speeds up our learning curve. It's an alternate view to human emotion. So we need somebody who can challenge us and than a system, because if the system is challenging us, we will be cautious that, look, if I am taking an alternate view, I need to be super cautious, and I need to track tomorrow if my call went right or wrong. It improves return on investment per unit time, because technology gives multiple things, not even insights. It helps to speed up our overall research process. There are pure end-to-end quants algos where no human intervention is required. So if I'm working as a full-time employee, and a lot of these things, they came to me because I was a full-time employee. I knew I can't give so much time. So can I do better in terms of my per unit time? So that is where again all this scientific investing comes. And it's a platform to create and destroy our own investment philosophies, because nothing works forever and everything works in certain time. How do we know what works in which time, what doesn't work, what stopped working, what is the new thing which is working? So it helps us to create test hypothesis. Now, this is something which is the whole scientific investing curve. And I have tried to democratize as much as possible, but still, it's the era of technology, learning, upskilling. Not everything can be given on a fingertip, but we will try to democratize. And by democratize, I mean, if something can be done without coding with same efficiency, which a non-coder can understand, we have tried to do that, but still there are elements. And then there are certain elements which may not even touch in this program because it may not be possible to cover in the given track. And once somebody goes through the current program and still interested to evolve, we will think of covering those things which are like the high-end ML algorithms and all. But we need first the foundation, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. We need to know how to look at data, how to extract data, how to put data into a tool, a non-coded tool where we can visualize, derive insights, go through 20 years of journey, build successful, simple rules which can work without writing codes. Plus, there could be a track on Quants for somebody who's interested in coding, interested in backtesting. So with certain limitations, we have tried to cover as much as possible, but like this portion may not be possible. We will try to cover in a very basic manner, but may not be in an extensive manner. And still, domain knowledge remains the key. Technology analytics is only the enabler. Nothing is perfect. Every solution will be like 60, 70% correct, 50% correct. We will see all of that when we have that course. So now any questions, please keep on filling the form I have given. Please keep filling the form. I'm jumping to program details. How is the speed? Are you okay with the speed? Can you type if you want me to slow down? Please type if the speed is fine. So far, everything is good. Please type. Okay. Few more. Good. Okay. So let me proceed. So program details. So there are three things. One is foundation. Foundation is the basic knowledge of the business. And when we say business, don't take it as a sector. Business means the domain on which I will be applying technology and analytics. So there are two ways basically in market. One is a fundamental analysis way and one is a technical analysis way. So these are foundation courses, which are technical analysis course and fundamental analysis course. The small circle is the number of hours. Tech TA is a 20-hour course. FA is a 30-hour course. Then next to it, there is an enabler where after doing this base, if you want to go further in the track. So one is a concept of course and a set of courses make it a track. So when you jump from course to track, you need other modules. And that is where an enabler module comes, which helps you to do data driven, evolution. And there are two enabler courses. One is business intelligence. This is more a non-coding based environment. There could be little bit of coding, which is like Excel. If you work on Excel formulas and so we have tried to pick up a tool, which is Excel based, kind of similar to Excel, which is Power BI. So which is business intelligence. And the other one is Python programming, which is specifically for quants related track where you want to backtest and all. So the second set is enabler and the third set is strategy, where you start with a foundation course like fundamental or technical analysis, then do a enabler. And then if you want to apply a quant strategy or techno funda strategy. Now see, knowing fundamental or technical, still you will be able to apply fundamental skills, technical skills, take those decisions. But this is something which is one layer above, because you saw in the survey, people were not interested only in the isolated courses, but they were more interested in techno funda quants. So that is where this comes. And these are the number of hours. And there are two tracks we have come up with. The first track is fund tech, which you can say kind of techno funda, which is technical analysis, fundamental analysis, techno funda strategy, and the business intelligence. And this makes this learning track called fund tech. And the second is quant tech, which is more quants driven, where you have a technical analysis, you have business intelligence, you have Python programming, and you have quant strategy. So this is more the coded version where you can code and create TA based algorithms, backtest, productionize, automate, and then have your own system. And the idea is again not to give you a formula. We will work with certain formulas which will beat the market, but we don't know whether it will going to work after 1 or 2 years, because even in analytics, if one company does it, it's a USP. If everybody company does it, it's a necessity. So any algorithm, there is nothing perfect in the world. Any advanced algorithm, anything, it may work today, it may not work tomorrow. So we need to know the process. We need to know how to evolve so that we can evolve with time rather than having a formula which is going to work for 70 years. So these are the two tracks. If we go, there were some comments. This is a session just to highlight what is in the offering. I will give you a demo of some of the tools, but we will not be discussing about any stock or any kind of stock discussion. Use case discussion will happen during the course. So fund tech, if you see, we have a fundamental analysis, we have a technical analysis. So in the fundamental, we will, and I will come to each of these in detail. So let me skip through. But who should opt for fund tech? So those who like to research about company fundamentally, those who aspire for qualitative research, but still a data-driven methodology, those who don't want to code, but still want some kind of basic system in place, those who want to leverage hybrid investing for alpha, and those who can devote sufficient time for analysis. The benefits is again alpha leveraging the hybrid investing. How if we combine TAFA, certain techno funda strategy, how it, and it's not like it will beat every. See, there could be somebody who can give very good, who can generate very good return in fundamental itself. Somebody can generate very good in technical itself. So the idea is not to take specific examples, but It's more purely based on my own experience and some of my friends whom I have seen evolving. It's all based on that. And that is what where the market is going. If you see, everybody who was pure fundamental, everybody has started appreciating, the multidisciplinary field, and people are trying to learn. And the benefits, it's applicable across index, sector, at a stock level. So some of these strategies we can apply at an index level, at a sector level, and make required investments. The second track, Quantech, it is the technical analysis, business intelligence, where we will use the historical data like the Bhav copy data or the index data, and we will try to identify patterns and the rules which works. We will combine with Python programming. We will learn to code, to test, implement, backtest these strategies, and then some specific quant strategies, which will help us to create profitable strategies, and how to build, how to backtest, and also a framework where how, if we want to build our own strategy, how to do that using the same framework. So who should opt? So those who want totally system-driven strategies, maybe because of interest or maybe because of need, because we are in full-time jobs, we can't do research. Companies keep evolving. We need to, every year, we need to keep identifying companies. Those who like to code and test strategies, those who have limited time and limited interest for qualitative research, those who need full automation for buy and sell process, those who lack discipline because of their own biases and make mistake. So they better rely on their system, which is back tested, maybe beating index only with 2%. But then if somebody has not generated that return, and if system can give, well and good, because the problem didn't lie with approach, but the problem lied with lack of discipline. Is my voice audible? I see a few messages. Voice is breaking. Okay. Can you just, okay. There might be issue at your end. Benefits is there is a framework for to innovate system-based strategy, which means not only this rule, but you can use this framework and you can apply your strategies also with little bit of incremental effort. It saves time because we can continue with full-time job, because the system need to be executed with a limited interference, and it can help. There is no emotional interference, and there is an alpha generation with one-time effort. When I say one-time effort, this is a big effort, because you need to find a profitable system, and that is the whole journey. And once you have identified a profitable system, then you can apply it, and then you can keep evolving till the system is working. And we will try to build some of those systems in this. So after this, here is a detailed of what we will cover in each course. So like if I take a fundamental analysis course, you will learn financial analysis, learn ratio analysis, P&L, balance sheets, cash flows, how to analyze management, how to analyze operations, how to link operations with the finance, how to do sector analysis, how to do market size analysis for market size, opportunity identification, growth identification, how to identify patterns of fraud, how to do the valuation, and above all, how to understand market cycles, sector cycles. The idea is not about predicting or not about to being perfect. The idea is to be directionally right, and how to find that we are in the right direction at a market level, at a sector level, and at a stock level. So the detailed topics, basically this is the broad theme around which all the topic and content will be structured. But the common platform we will be using a lot of frameworks, we will be using a lot of checklists, we will be using a lot of templates, a lot of dashboards. And what you will get is, so when what I have done is, over a period, I have created certain dashboards and all, which I use heavily, whether I analyze company or I do a competitive analysis, or so I will provide a free access for these tools, but the access will be for a limited time. However, you will get a good visibility into how to build these tools. The idea is, and still I'm dabbling, because some of these data, I purchase these data points, and these data are costly data points, and there is a way to work around. And there are a lot of complexities. You can have this data free of cost for personal use, but you cannot sell that data for commercial purposes. So we will discuss all this in detail, but you will get to 6-month access to these tools. I'm still working again on the security aspect and a lot of other things, because I need to ensure the rules of the data vendor and all, everything is followed. But I will also parallelly help you to build this, because there are some free sources also which may not be equally good, but 70-80% good, and some more effort is required. So when we go through the Power BI course or the Quants course, we will learn to build also these tools. So with going through these tools, and going through lessons to build. You can try to build on your own also. We are working on something to provide like data and insight services, but that is still like a dream. Hope someday we will achieve. You will learn to build some of these tools from scratch. We will use 20 years of history of data. You may not have access to download this data, but you will see all the learnings and the insights. So from a learning purpose, you will be able to leverage those 20 years of data to have the insights so that we can build profitable frameworks, templates, and all. There will be access to certain additional tools, which we will be building during the process. Also, we will be using a lot of external tools. So I use some 7-8 tools, and how to use these tools, how to integrate these tools together. Just let me see if my battery, just give me a second. Yeah. So we will walk through what are all these additional tools, how to work when we are doing a techno funda, how to take a screener, how to take a charting, how to merge both of them, how they talk to each other, and how to create a better system out of these two. So we'll go through all of this. It will all be case-based learning, whether we are dealing with technical funda. So somebody was asking questions. So everything we will learn, it will be case-based. We will take real scenarios. We will take the historical success, historical failures. Full screen, sorry. Yeah. And also we'll use a lot of current companies and current scenarios, because nothing gives a better perspective than what is happening right now. So we'll use a lot of live case studies, whether it's technical, whether it's fundamental, whether it's techno funda, and we will be covering multiple strategies. So what are the companies coming in those strategies? We will discuss all of that. When we will cover the basics, and I will just like to highlight, I am not a pure chartist. I'm somebody who has known to embrace how to embrace technical in quants, how to embrace technical in fundamental. And that is how I think. And the idea is because, if you see in technical, there are hundreds of indicators, and people who have created those indicators, they are mathematicians. They have spent their whole life in creating 2 indicators. So the idea is not to cover 100 indicators. And the beauty is everybody needs to find 4 or 5 indicators and create a system which works for it. So nobody is expert in all the indicators, and the idea is to find what works for us, and I will only present what has worked for me. So we will cover trend analysis, we will cover price volume action, and then I have created certain analysis frameworks in technical analysis, like how to find companies which are reversing, which are bottom out. So we will cover some of that, like reversal analysis is in time frames, because somebody is a long-term investor, somebody is a short-term investor, somebody is a trader. So how to bring the concept of time frame, how to do market analysis, how to find top and bottom in the market through technical analysis at an index level, at a sector level. And then again, the tools and technologies in technical analysis, there are multiple tools. There's a trading view, there is a charting. So we'll try to cover some of those tools. And then how to think about TA wearing a quants hat, because ultimately we'll jump from TA. TA is still a manual process. And let's say if we have a full-time job, we can't spend 4 hours daily going through the charts and finding which are our top 5 trades for tomorrow. So if we want to progress from TA to quants, TA is the domain knowledge. So how that transition will happen. So that is what this is all about. And again, we will follow the same concept. We will use tools, we will use case studies, we will use relevant use cases and all, we will use frameworks and all. Then techno funda course. So techno funda course is how to blend the technical and fundamental, how to derive insights using techno funda, how to build own techno funda analysis tool, how to use the external tools for techno funda analysis. We will discuss certain strategies. So I have a strategy for momentum, I have a strategy for reversal, I have a strategy for trend. So because market is not same, 2020 market structurally is very different how a 2014 market was. 2016 year will be very different, and when we will go through the course, we will understand how it is different. And in different times, you will always hear no strategy always works. Like value investing was like given up, and then all of a sudden we see a lot of steel and commodity companies going up. And then, so everything has a time. The idea is to understand. And the beauty is most complex part is not about learning these strategies. The most complex part is learning when which strategy which doesn't work. So again, there is nothing like perfection. It's all a journey, but we will try to learn multiple strategies. And also it's fitment. Somebody is more comfortable doing a momentum and somebody is not at all comfortable doing a momentum, is more inclined towards, finding the bottom, which is more like a reversal. So that is where the idea is to expose to multiple strategies so that, you can take your own call. And then the idea is to give you a framework and something which is works at a decent level, but how you can put your own mind and brain and, improvise it. And then the most important part is the risk allocation, entry, exit decision. It will be there in funda also, and it will be there in techno funda also. Then comes the BI tool. So we will use Power BI, and how we will see how these tools help us to cover things which we could have done in 20 hours, how we can do in 2 hours, and how it can help us to give insights which we may not know, because the human mind is limited. We can't process 200 variable. We can't process 2000 companies together, but these tools can process 2000 companies together and throw out patterns. So how to do all that? So how to prepare the data, how to build the charts, how to visualize, how to create key features. DAX is something which on the Excel which you work, Excel works on DAX. DAX is a technical concept, and Power BI also works on DAX. So how do you use the whole Excel concept in a much more, superior manner? How to analyze and interpret charts for effective decision making? How to build reports and dashboards? How to refresh it on a, let's say, weekly level, monthly level, which can help us to make data-driven decisions. And this is a enabler which will help us in fundamental analysis, help us in technical analysis, help us in techno funda analysis, help us in quants. Then comes the Python programming. So if you want to build a successful backtesting model, so domain knowledge is one part. This is fundamental analysis comes, but we need to learn programming. So this will be introducing to Python, but the idea is not to make you Python experts, because we are not programmers. And everything is endless. The idea is only to extract what is relevant for me so that I have that bare minimum so that I can do what I want to do. And that is where we will focus on basics of programming, introduction to the relevant Python packages from market perspective. How do we use Python APIs to collect the data? How do we create technical indicators in Python? So there are something which we can get from packages. There are something which we can build. And there's always a pros and cons. If we are taking something from a available package, we may not be able to customize it. But if we want our own level of customization, we can. So let's take RSI as an example. We can create our own RSI formula, and the beauty is we can tweak the definition of as per our need based on the kind of analysis we have done. And how to create these features, how to create functions which are reusable. If I have written a function for backtesting, how can I can make it reusable? If tomorrow I tweak the formula by changing 2 rules, again I can backtest it. And how to create these end-to-end modules, and how to create these tools for future investment, which is an automated Python script with functions where I can go tomorrow, change things, still run and deploy. So that is what Python will cover, and we will learn basics of programming, develop skills to automate the strategy, learn to explore the trade data. We will have cheat codes to do things in Python. We will have cheat codes for technical analysis, metric. We will have certain cheat codes for deployment. So you will get all these codes with a basic Python knowledge. You will be able to use it, and also you will be able to customize and modify it. And again, rest again, it depends on everybody how much we are willing to learn and embrace. Then there is a quants one where again we'll start with data collection. We will build those KPIs. We will use quant strategies using rule-based engine. I want to highlight we are not going still for ML. But we will see without ML, because in ML again there is a field where we need to understand the algorithms, and then it becomes a separate field. So this is level 1. Let's start with this level 1, which still generates decent, can generate decent alpha. If we are good at technical and fundamental analysis, how we will build buy and sell strategies, how we do risk and reward analysis, how we will do back testing for a single stock versus multiple stock, because there are certain tools are there, like TradingView has something called Pine Editor. Pine Editor can help you to backtest on a single stock, but may not be on multiple stock. So if you are building a Nifty strategy, still you can use Pine Editor. But if you are building a strategy to select 20 stock portfolio, then that won't work. Then that is where we need to bring our own Python. So that way we will learn both single and multiple. We will learn code-based versus tool-based. So by code, I mean our own Python. By tool, I mean TradingView. Still in that tool, we'll need to learn Pine Editor, but which is a basic tool with, if we know Python, I think Pine Editor would be easier. And some of the things I am also learning during the process. Pine Editor is something new to which I am being exposed, and we will see the pros and cons. And how do we productionize it and how do we deploy it? And so the idea is we will develop skills to automate the strategies, learn to create KPI, learn to backtest, learn rule-based buy-sell strategies. There will be use cases, and there will be cheat codes for productionization and deployment. So this is where all the content you have. So you have the tracks. The tracks are broken into courses. You have the courses, what we will cover in each of these courses. Let me see if there is any chat message. Are we good? Both track covers? No. Quants track cover only technical analysis. So these systems are based only on technicals. Personally, I am still exploring merging technical and financial, but we are bringing data from two different worlds. And the reason why I have not covered technical data is still easily available. There is free source of technical data available for personal consumption, not commercial consumption. But funda data is not easy. Like the funda data which I use, that's a 1 lakh subscription. I am not sure how many I need to pay that kind of money to build these systems. So right now I have not done it. And again, it's a progression. So let's say if we do it over a period of 1.5 years, some of you feel it's worth trying TAFet together. I think we can do that, but it's an evolution. We'll do with time. Let's go back. So finally, setting expectations. So see, the idea is, and again on Twitter, even though I show charts and recently I have started doing it, the reason why I'm doing it, I will be using a lot of those things into these sessions that, look, this tweet was made with a purpose. The idea is to use it not to give a buy sell reco, and that I will never do it unless I am an advisor and I have right to do for my clients. So the idea is to give a framework to think, explore, analyze, evolve, learn, and learn in a methodological manner, to learn the hybrid investing techniques covering technical, fundamental, BI, rule-based quants, to use these tools and techniques to save time to research. But the idea is not to give a magic formula which will work all the time. Though when we build these strategies, use cases, you will see it. But again, I'm highlighting it in the beginning itself. I might have certain algorithms which I'm not going to share because for me it's an IP. I might use it for commercial purposes, but we will still discuss a lot of things at a decent level which can still beat index. So I'm just making it very clear. There won't be any stock recommendation and advisory as such, but we will discuss a lot of use cases which is happening right now. But it will not be a buy and sell call. Still, the call will be for one who is learning. He needs to take his own call. By no means it will be any kind of recommendation and advisory. What you get is, so we have a LMS platform and you will get all the pre-recorded video lectures. Slowly I will walk you, maybe in few days, I will send you some video walkthrough of that LMS platform where you can go, you can download, you can access the course, you can learn the course, you can see the sessions, there could be quizzes, there could be forums. So you will have something, and this was a request because live lectures not possible. So you can, access it as per your time. You will have a user ID login and it will be as per your convenience. And if you want to cover it in 1 month or 4 months, it is going to be your call. Once you buy these courses, it will be a lifetime access. I mean, till I am alive, I can say, or till the LMS platform is alive, it should be because it's one of the most popular. So it's one-time access and you will have it. You will get a lot of PPTs, Excel templates, frameworks, which will help you in making decision-making, like the checklists of good companies, bad companies, fraud company, techno funda checklist, reversal checklist, because, this creates a environment of process, and a process-based approach always works. That has been my experience. The key is the process should not be so adamant that it doesn't help us to innovate. And that is where we need to draw the line. And it's a thin line. So we will cover that again, in the course. So you get a LMS platform, which is GUI based. It's more digital where, you can learn as per your, convenience. Every fortnight, we will have a Q&A session. So like if you are taking a course for next 2 years, you can participate, and this will be every fortnight. We will have a Q&A, one for each course, and you can participate and ask your questions, doubts. And again, I'm not telling I know everything, because for me it's a journey and I don't know. I've covered 20% of it. So whatever I know, I will be able to reply. Whatever I don't know, that will be a learning for me. I will go back, I will try to learn, and I will try to, see if we can try to answer some of these. You'll get set of reusable codes so that tomorrow, if you want to build your own strategies, you don't need to write everything from scratch. And with a minimal effort, you are able to, because we are not programmers. So with a minimal effort, you can do it. And once you evolve, maybe in 2, 3 years, I am not a programmer. I am somebody who has worked in IT for 2 years, went for MBA, was in finance for 3 years, came back to technology side, then again learned it. But still by heart, I am an analyst, though I know to code. So, but everybody is different. Some of you might come from a programming background and you can be a better programmer. So well and good, but still in the beginning, you will get all the reusable codes. And this data and insight services, still, I will try to find a way to give you access. I just need to ensure how the security from commercial access, all the angle is covered, but you will get some exclusive access and also you will know how to build these things. USP, so from your side, your expectation, the expectation is we should know what to buy, when to buy, how much to buy, what to sell, when to sell, how much to allocate, how to measure risk reward, how to go from simple to hybrid strategy, how to build manual to automated system, how to go from stocks to index level, like stock-based strategy, index-based strategy, how to make our approach and our system scalable and deployable. So you will get all of this. And from my side, to do all of this, this is how we create USP. We are relying on data rather than intuition. We are relying on analysis. We will not give statements. We will have proofs behind those statements, and we'll see how those statements can be validated. We'll use lots and lots of use cases. Again, why I am pasting those charts on Twitter, why I am making these presentations in the last 4 or 5 years. We'll go through everything, and not everything is right. There are calls which go right, there are calls which go wrong. Why it has gone right, why it has gone wrong. We'll use those as use cases. The services aspect is the data insight services, the tools which I use. I'll try to provide as much as access as possible. And then a lot of assets will be created and provided. So all these frameworks, the dashboard frameworks, visualization frameworks, checklists, templates, you will have the reusable codes. You will have access to this. So this data insight services is the only thing which is limited stuff. All of that you will have a lifetime access, which you will have with you. Courses, only thing is course videos will not be downloadable. You will have the user ID access to access it forever for life. And let me, before coming to pricing, let me show you something. So one of you are asking, how do we use these tools? So this is one of the tools, and I have deployed it in the environment. You can see it's a URL. And this is a tool which I use to make decisions on buying index funds, decisions on identifying which indexes are more attractive, decisions on identifying if the market is, a bullish or bearish and all the things. So let me give you very small examples. Like this is a data which tells, and this is for small cap index for all the years. And this is a data which is aggregated at a 15-day level. So every month we will generate 2 data points every 15 days where all the data is aggregated. And there is no index available if you go back in 2005 or 6 for small cap. We have created mechanism to create an index, taking the flavor of how an index is built. And this is a summation of all the companies which fall in the small cap index as per that rule. So this is the total value of trade. And 20 years back, India didn't have that much amount of money. I mean, if you see salaries itself, that would have grown by inflation or more than inflation. So for sure, the value of trade today will be higher than yesterday. And that is why these bars are higher. But the idea is to see relative to that time frame from that data point, before and after, how the value of trade changed. And you can go back in time and you can play with it. So let me show. I want to just play with some amount of data. I just want to know what happened in 2008. So I go and I start playing with it. Now I have tweaked it. See what has happened. There is a very interesting thing which happened. If you see the total value of trade, 3 months moving average and 12 months moving average, they were in sync. 2,198 crore, 2003. So what happens in a bull market? Everybody wants to participate. Everybody wants to make money. Everything starts going up. And the velocity at which the money travels in terms of money deployment and appreciation is mind-boggling. And that is where tops are made. If you see all this, the moving average of 3 months to 12 months, there is not much of change. But what happened in 2008, see, the total value money put became almost 3x within 3-4 months. Everybody felt like this is the best way to make money. Everybody started pouring money, and that is how tops got created. So, the idea is to use all of this. And in the course, we will see a lot of these learnings. So, we create, I discuss, we'll create KPIs and all. So, a lot of KPIs are here, 52-week high, 52-week low, percentage of companies more than 200-day moving average. What happens when more than 80% companies go above 200-day moving average? Everybody is telling that this is 31st, not 31st, this is 15 December data. I updated on 29, so I couldn't do for 31st. But see, More than 80% companies are over and 200, and people are shocked, oh, bubble will be created. But see here also that has happened and it has sustained. Here also it has happened. It went for 2 years. So it's not like if companies went, it's going to crash tomorrow. It may or may not. So the idea is there's no one rule. It's mix of lot of things. So the idea is to learn all of this, create a system, go from single variable to multi-variable, simulate, test what works. Like if I want to know what if I am investing when a lot of companies are making 52-week low, my return might go higher. So see, it has gone higher, but my opportunities have decreased. So I may not get this scenario maybe once in 2-3 years. So I make it a little more lenient. So we'll try to build all these tools, learn all these tools, learn insights. We'll do all this. This is just an example to, see what you can expect in the whole course. And this is how we will work. So let's come back to the PPT. Some questions. We are running short of time, so system, I would suggest ideally for Python, a 4 GB RAM system also works, but 8 GB will be good. It depends. Like if you have a lot of things open, then it might be a little slow. I have worked on 4 GB RAM also. I have worked on 8 GB RAM also. It depends how many softwares you have open at a time. But 4 GB should be sufficient. 8 GB will be good. And anything over and above 8 is really good. Now the pricing, so if you go by course, if you take the fundamental analysis course, it's a 30-hour course, pricing is 6,000. If you register, so we will be launching everything from 1st of March. And if you register before that, you will get a discounted price of 5,500, but you need to pre-register. Technical analysis 20,000. If you see most of the courses, they are priced between the same amount, around 200 to 250. If you are going for a track, direct, when I say direct track means you directly registered for this track, which is a combination of 4 courses. It's an 80-hour. The pricing is 16,000 for the track, but if you take before 1st of March, it is no, not before 1st of March. This is for first 100. So any course or any track, first 100 people will get this discounted price. And this is what you get. But let's say you want to do this track, but you want to go course by course. Like first you do your fundamental analysis, then you do a technical analysis. Then the sum of all this price will be your course price because you are paying by course. And that way the price is going to be 17,500. So if you directly go by track, after first 100 people, you will pay 1,500 lesser. If you are among the first 100, you get 2,500 lesser. That is how it works. And same for Quantech. And you can opt for either a foundation course or full track, the pricing and the benefits. If you are not comfortable, you can try with one. If you're not comfortable at all, you can wait for 6 months, get some feedback. Once finished the foundation course, you can opt for enabler course and the strategy course, but this will be like track by course, which will be a little costly. If you go directly, it will be a little cheaper. Opting track direct is 10 to 15% cheaper than opting track by course. Courses are priced between 185 to 250 per hour, depending on the skill set. And as I said, Tanuj is helping me on a lot of these things. We have tried to create a balance between what we got in the feedback and based on the kind of skill set, some of these things require. A lot of these things require access to the IT infra, like for Power BI and a lot of things we are still figuring out the security, the Microsoft platform buying and all. Direct versus track. So see, direct is you have directly opted for this track, which means one time you are doing this payment and you will have access for all of this. Track by courses, you have decided you will first do this course, then this course, then this course. So if you sum the price of fundamental plus this, like if you sum the price of FA, TA, Techno, Funda, BI, the sum of this price is 17,500, which is the sum of all this base price. But if you decide to go for all of this and pay in advance, that is where you get a 2,500 rupee benefit. Okay. And apart from courses, you are getting all these frameworks, these checklists, these templates, these coding functionalities, and limited period access to the data and insight services, which technically we value somewhere around 20,000 rupee on a subscription basis. So kind of discounted at 50%. This is a pre-launch. So we'll be launching all of this on 1st of March. So anybody first 100 registrations before this, this is the price. And you need to register. We'll come to next slide. The program launch will happen on 1st of March, where we'll upload these 4 courses, because anybody who wants to do a track like FunTech or Quantech, anyway, you need to go through all of this. So this is what we will launch, and based on the 10 to 15 hours, it will take you also 2-3 months. And then the rest of the courses, we will launch on 1st of June, because these are almost 140 150 hours of content, and we are also in the process of building, and not everything is ready, but like we didn't want to wait till the end when everything is ready. So by June everything will be ready. By March we will have enough courses to go for. So this is the plan, and again you will have the deck, and if you have any questions, you can shoot. So the early bird offer for all this course is for first 100 subscription. So first 100 subscription for each course and each track, those who have opted, they will get this discounted price, and after that it will be that full price. And for registering to any course, which is like the 6,000 and all, you need to do a 1,000 rupee prepayment for technical analysis and fundamental analysis course, and there's a 2,000 rupee prepayment for the track if you want to go for fun tech track or quantech track. The reasons for pre-registration is, one, to check if there is enough demand available, because see, we are going to put 140-50 hours of content, and me being a visiting faculty, I know it takes 7 to 8 hours to build 1 hour of content. So if we are together putting 800-900 hours of content and we don't get enough demand, there is no point in doing it. So that is the reason, one, to check if there is enough demand, and also to provide exclusive discount to those who are early members of the program. Launch date I have told. uh, this I have told. Details of further payment, LMS, login ID, password, all of this will be shared around 20th of February, so that you have all the access, and we'll keep all the system ready. In case, worst case scenario, let's say if I die, or if, because we get only 2 people who have registered and it doesn't make sense, whatever money we are collecting, you will get it back with 0.5% monthly interest rate. So I hope there are enough people who register, and there is a lot of interest also, and I am also learning. The best part of teaching I love is, I have taught at V School. I have taught at Praxis. Best part is I also get to learn, because many times when you teach, you need to think which you have never thought. So I hope there is enough break-even demand. But worst case scenario, just technically, I want to highlight this point that still you are not going to lose your money, and the 6% FD you will be able to get it when you get your money back. So these are the links to register for these courses. I will just put it here so that if you want to register, you can do it. Let me. So this is the link for, don't just see, this is the link for technical analysis course, fundamental analysis course, funtech track, quantech track. There are no link for Power BI or business intelligence or Python, because those are enabler courses. Only if you will take the base course, then you can go and do those enablers. Or if you have registered for a track, then anyway automatically you will get everything. So let me just put it here. So I hope you have the links available. So let me, if you have any questions, I'm again sending. There is a form. You need to go and put all your questions in the form, because the idea is we will use this to structurally answer it. And also, if tomorrow somebody else has these doubts, we will create a FAQ out of it. We will use it. Any questions, put it here. Let me see it if you can answer. Okay, I will answer from here also, but try to put there in the form. Okay. So let's go back, and I think we are done. Yeah, so let's jump to questions now. So let me go to the form and see what questions we have got. Just give me a minute. What toolkit is best to start learning about quants? I'll go to begin with. So you can start with, again, you need any quants algo. Nothing happens without domain knowledge. So first you need to see whether you want to apply your quants on fundamental data or technical data. You need to understand that. Once you have learned the domain, then as a toolkit for all your ED activity, you can use a visualization tool. For this course, we will be using Power BI. The other tools are you can use a Tableau or Excel. The problem is, there's a data limitation and it's slow and all, and there are a lot of less capabilities. So the most famous are Tableau, Power BI, and ClickView. And for all your coding needs, Python is the best one because R is another language. But I have been an R programmer for last 7 years. But 2 years back, I switched to Python because R is still a statistical programming language, where Python is more commercial. It can be deployed easily. So Python and any visualization tool. Would Quants Tech Track involve FNO? We are not covering FNO because FNO is in a field in itself. I am also learning FNO. I am trying to build something in FNO. Maybe 2 years down the line, when I have something which I have tested for myself working, then I will jump to that. But right now, no FNO. But I'm telling FNO is something which is very interesting. We might, in between, let's say in 6 months, I might be able to pull out some of the features of FNO data, like open interest data or something, where we can help to take decision in our cash stock. So still the strategies will be in cash, but we might use a FNO indicator to improvise our cash strategies, but no FNO strategies as such. It will be totally different for sure. What levels of coding skills are required? So no coding skills required expectation. We have a 10-hour Python course if you want to go for quants. Again, see, there are things which somebody picks up easily, somebody picks up very late, and I don't have a way to tell. It's all based on your interest, aspiration. So what I will tell is there are enough courses available outside in Python, paying 2,000, 3,000 you can do. There are 20, 30-hour courses. We have tried to curate it in 10-hour, what is required from this, only for this job perspective, so that you don't become Python expert, but you can learn, you learn as much as you learn, it will be good. So try to learn. From our side, we have tried to create what is basic, so no coding required. We will walk you through how to do it, and again, after that, it's all your effort, because people code for 2 years and people code for 20 years, and there's a difference. There's a difference between somebody who codes in the Facebook versus somebody who codes in some tier 2 to 3 company. So it's all up to us. So no minimum requirement. We will start from basics. Do we need to have basic knowledge of coding? No, we will cover the basics, and that is what the Python programming courses. There we will not focus on the domain side. We will focus on pure Python programming, but we'll try to leverage our use cases only, so that we start building how to write a function. We will do some basic function relevant to stock market. But when we come to that 25-hour quants program course, after leveraging that basic Python knowledge, we will start building a lot of quant system using, let's say, moving averages or using RSI or price volume action and all. Do you have one link for entire course payment? All? So see, the course is basically, if you are choosing for a track, so there are two different tracks and the need is different. If you see, techno funda is a non-coding track and quants is a coding track. If you want to go for both quants as well as techno funda, which is quantech and funtech, my suggestion is don't go for both, go for one, because one is an 80-hour course, one is a 65-hour course. Once you complete one of the course, what incrementally you need, we will create a separate track if you want to do that, and I will ensure that you don't need to pay any additional amount over and above what is the remaining content you need to cover. We will do that. I know I have not created one single track. The idea is this is a vast area, and why to put so much of money? What if you realize after 6 months not meant for you? So try to go for one track, but if you want to do both track, we will ensure that you don't need to pay anything extra just because you are going for the second track. I am using TFA. Can I do it? Because see, the way I have done it is there are a lot of things which I do. I don't know if you have covered when you have learned TA and FA, and that is why I have kept those base courses. Because what if you do quantech and then you ask, how do I do this or that? Because then it will not be possible. So it can't be done without that. Can we get combination of funda and quants? So as I said, you go for one. Can we get combination of funda and quants? Okay, so see, quants right now I've done only on TA. Why I told you I'm not doing is because the funda data is not that easily available. There are a lot of rules. I will still I can teach you how to do it. I will teach you in certain way, but that is not a scalable way. We will do it in little bit of that in techno funda, but right now, if you really want to do it through automated algo, you need to buy commercial data. That data is pretty costly. I don't know if there is a market for it, because I don't know how many of you will be willing to pay 1 lakh rupee per year. But if there is enough demand, we will create. I mean, I am working on these lines, and if there is enough demand, we will create with a quants course for funda. And if people are more interested, we can blend techno funda and we can come. But still, at a non-code level, there is a tool called Trading View. We will cover how you mix Trading View in techno funda to build the rules screens, but it will not be a code-based automated algo, because even Trading View Pine editor, it will be only on a single stock. So that way, it's not a multi-stock. In parts, we will do it. For full thing, we need to see if there is a market based on the kind of commercial data prices there. In the training, whether there will be a focus on data crunch in Excel and what no, Excel, we will use CSV files to store the data, but we will not do data crunching inside Excel in the quant track. In the techno funda track, we will do it because it's a non-code based track. In quants track, we will not do it because if we are dealing with 20 years of data, and let's say if we are building a strategy on a daily price, and let's say if we are taking even top 500 companies, to backtest, you need at least one full bull bear cycle. If you take two bull bear cycle, okay, you can't build models on 5 years of data thinking it has worked for 5 years. Things don't work that way. So the minimum I have taken from 2005. So just imagine 500 companies, 15 days, 15 years into 360 days. Those rows you can do in Excel. So that is why quants will be non-Excel driven. Which is better? It depends on you, and that is why I have highlighted which is more apt for you. See, it's your behavior, it's your skill set. If you feel you need a system, you don't have time to research every day, qualitative research is not your flavor, you are more inclined towards quants, it's up to you. For me, as I said, for me, the foundation is science. Luckily, I have learned to do research. Luckily, I have learned to do analytics. Luckily, I do a little bit of technology. So I embrace both with open heart. And I mean, I never had hesitation in learning technical, even though I was a funda guy. Because for me, anything which makes money is good. And then I need to see where, in what scenario, what works. So it's more of your call. I have given you the pros and cons, what works, what doesn't work. I want to explore and learn BI and Python. Is there any option to go for the same? See, these courses what I have created, if you want to learn only BI and Python, these courses have been created for people who are interested in stock market, and BI and Python is the enabler. So the course content is limited from that perspective. However, I will tell Tanuj is a data scientist. He teaches these courses at certain B schools. I teach these courses. So if we see there is some demand, we can, create a 20-hour BI and Python course itself. But still, if you don't have time, you don't want to wait, I will tell you certain courses on Udemy, which I have done. And recently I finished one BI course. It's 8,500 price, but it's one of the most brilliant courses on BI. So I can give you those links. You can go for the same. But if there's a demand for people who want to learn BI and Python beyond stock market, we can try to create something for them. But if you want to go for, we'll give you the links. And if you find the pricing good and all, you can go for that. No, Funtech, none of these tracks are possible without waste, because I have a framework in which I work. And if we directly jump to that framework without understanding all of this, we will not be in sync. So it is not possible. Let me see if there are questions here also. For the Python course, so I told for the Python course we'll use particular replied. MC learning Python course, will that help me with it? Yes, I mean, nothing stops. Self-learning is the best learning. If you can learn on your own, you are better prepared. And all these course sessions are pre-recorded. If you know things before, it will help. So I would encourage you to learn as much as possible. And YouTube and all, it's full of videos. The only thing is, when we do in a structured way with a particular focus, things are directionally more right. But a lot of stuffs are available, and if one can learn on his own, nothing better than that. Can you show something related to open interest? As I said, we will use only cash market data, financial, technical, FNO will not use. But I will see, I am still dabbling with some of the FNO indicators using in cash market. We will see if we can use it because building these courses also is taking time. It's not happening in a day. In 6 months, we will try to see, but the focus will be on cash market. We can create charts here and track direct and course. I hope by now couldn't understand. So I hope, are you clear on direct versus track now? Can you just reply here? So we will send you the PPT. So you will have all these slides of the course content coverage and all. So the tools initially we will give you access. We are still figuring out, but the plan is to have it on subscription. If there is enough merit in all these tools to derive insights, because it's not only about certain data, how somebody embraces this data. If we feel there is enough market, we will create a separate subscription based offering sites tool we work, and we will see. We are still working on it. Payment link for entire course bundle. When you say there are two tracks, so you need to pick which track, and I have shared the link. And if you want to do everything, we will ensure that when you finish one track, want to go for, or give us some time, we will come up with a bundled one also, so that because there are a lot of things which are common between both the tracks. So we'll come up with a bundled offer also. Just give us 1 or 2 days. Need to view the webinar, but I am highlighting, even if you get a bundled offer, you are not going to get all the courses on 1st of March. Things will come in sequential progression. By 1st of June, you will have everything. So that way also, I will suggest, anyway, you are not going to pay any extra money. So why don't you do it on 1st of March, or do for 3 months? If you feel you are happy, then do it rather than paying the full amount. Need to view webinar again to assess the suitability of model. You will get the webinar recording, you will get the PPT. It will be non-editable PDF of the PPT, so you'll get both of that. You can go through it again. So course objectives, when you see the PPT slides, the objective is given there, and you can see, if you want, we will give you certain Excel sheets where course by course, you can see the objective, the detailed curriculum also. But again, I don't want to make it shareable. Let me see if I can give more details. Give us a day, we will come. Don't separately, because there are a lot of overlapping modules. So we'll end up paying more amount. I don't want you to do that. Give us a day, we will come with a link where we will see what is the total amount. If somebody wants to do both of that. Other question, Excel, let me see. Thanks for paying. Let me see. I didn't get the link for question and hence posted. No worries. Basic principles. See, science and analytics, they're saying is different. Analytics is something which I see personally feel analytics take the framework of science. Science is all about making experiments and taking decision. That is what analytics does. It makes experiments from historical data and it takes its decision. It makes prediction. Some of them might be right, some of them might be wrong. And what is right, what is wrong, that depends. Like if you want to do image analytics, or if Alexa wants to do voice analytics, either Alexa need to understand or it doesn't understand. So you need accuracy of 99.9%. But let's say if you are building algo in market, even a 60% algorithm, accurate algorithm, if it is beating the index and index is your benchmark, it works. So that is how it works. So I think I'm not tech savvy, which course. So as I said, it depends on you. Maybe if you are not tech savvy, try to start with the fun tech. Get a hold at least BI, because this BI tools, these are building blocks. Even when we do analytics projects in Python, before that we use a lot of BI. It's a low hanging fruit. You don't need to code much. So maybe you can start with BI, and if you find technology is worth, because it saves your time, it eases your research process, try to do a little bit of Python, get a feel, YouTube, watch some videos. If you feel this is something which you can embrace, try to go for it. Maybe take your time. Over a period of time, you take a call. So we will come with something which is order of tracks. So okay, we will come. If somebody wants to do both, we will come with the order for that. So I have made a note of it. No prerequisite. So given when I did the survey, I mean, I expected everybody will rate themselves above 3 in funda, but I saw people have rated 1 or 2. And the kind of questions I also get many times on Twitter. So that is why I have kept a funda course also. And I know there are a lot of things. I mean, it's not only about some 20 ratio. There is much beyond that. So no prerequisite. We will cover in those 30 hours. We'll cover everything in detail. No, so see, the tools we'll using in two ways. One, I derive a lot of insights from these tools, and a lot of my strategies are built around these insights. So of course, you will have access to all those insights through this content. What I'm working on is giving you access to some of these tools where you can also access and play with it, but you can't download it. Neither you can download the tool nor you can download the data, because there is a legal binding with the data companies and all. So this is where I'm trying, and that the access will be limited. So anyway, you will be leveraging these tools for the insights. And when I have this training recordings, I will be using these tools. But for your access, I'm trying to work on a non-shareable version from data security point of view, and hopefully we should find a solution. Power BI tool is free of cost tool. So you have something called Power BI desktop that is free of cost. So when we will do the Power BI course, that is the tool you will use. It will not have any limitation. The limitation comes when you want to use it for commercial process. Okay, so I have not used a software. I've used a link. So when you go and publish on a link, then it starts getting commercial angle, starts getting into it. And that is where all the payment and all comes. But if you have to use for a personal purpose, you want to build your own dashboards, all free of cost. And that is the beauty of technology. No skill set required. We will cover everything. So as I said, if you do a pre-registration for FundTech course, you need any of the two track, you need to pay 2,000, and we'll go through the link. The link has a 2,000 fixed amount, and the remaining amount we will come back on 20th. You need to pay the remaining amount then, and we will open another link. That link will be directly linked to our LMS itself. The LMS itself provide functionalities to pay, create login IDs and all. So we'll do them. So as I said, if you want to do both, we'll come up with a separate. I didn't think that people would like to offer both because they are two different fields. But if there are people interested, we'll create a track with the right pricing. So we'll come. TA and FA books. So okay. So give me some time. I will when I'm replying, I will put. So TA, I will tell you. You can go for John Murphy, technical analyst for financial market. Then you can go for Martin Pring. He has written multiple books. I think there is a book called Technical Analysis Explained. So these are two books you can use for TA. For fundamental analysis, it's a vast topic. So valuation is a different topic. Cycles are different topics. So you need to read, again, it's FA itself is multidisciplinary. So if you want to understand cycles, read capital returns, read some of the Howard Marks books. If you want to read valuation, there's a McKinsey book on valuation. If you want to have one first book to read, what I started with, and I still try to read once every year, the Pat Dorsey 5 Rules of Successful Investing. There is a book called Common Investment. I'm forgetting. Common Profit and Investment. I will give you the link, but these are some of the books you can start with. Yeah, if you want to pay for combined, then you wait, give us a day and we will come back. I would suggest please make up your mind, because it will be non-refundable unless we return money. Make up your mind. Sorry, I forgot to mention it will be non-refundable, because again, back and forth, it doesn't work. It creates more operational, issues. So prepare your mind and then only pay. If you are not sure, don't. If you want feedback, you wait for 2-3 months. Yeah, if you want to learn both, wait for a day and I will create a separate link, separate pricing. If you want, maybe we can create an add-on session if required. If not required, well and good. So just wait for a day. In fact, give me a few hours and I will come back, because everything is there in the Excel. There is a formula, so it won't take much time. Online courses for Python. So I'm taking all these notes. I will have all this. Let me just take a notes of all this and I will come back. Abhimanyu, I think we will have the chat script also, right? Anyway, let me just copy.
Yeah. I will be having a chat script.
Okay, so some of these questions on online courses and all I will come up with and I will respond to you in a day. Just follow my Twitter account, follow my blog. I will post this on both the platforms, and anyway, I have your mail ID, so I'll mail also. Okay. So, okay, I think we are already 20 minutes above time. Thanks a lot for your interest, for your time, and let's make it a success. The idea is to create a closed community over 1 or 2 years, where it's not like I'm teaching, it's like we all are learning, and let's jointly create a platform where we can learn from each other. and we can work as a group and create something which helps each of us to make better money. So thanks a lot. Thanks for your time, and great Sunday. And there is another webinar. So I don't know how many of you know Tijori Finance. That's an excellent website. And I see they are one of the few guys who have really embraced analytics. So in analytics, there is a field called natural language processing. So when you go in Tijori and you tell, show me companies greater than this, or you are seeing the data is tagged, they are getting market share. There is a lot of natural language processing and analytics happening behind. And they're one of the few guys who are doing it beautifully. And right now it's free. And a lot of features have been enhanced. So Finvest, they're doing a webinar with Tijori team today. Abhimanyu, it's at 4 o'clock, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So please go ahead. Please let them know so that, if they're interested, have time, they can attend.
No, definitely. You can tell them. What I'll do is I'll just send them the link for registering in the chat box.
Sure. Okay. So Prashant, yeah, the time was limited. I was a bit fast. I know. I will ensure the courses are slow. You will have, you can grasp it well. So point well taken. Okay. Thanks everyone. Thank you.
So guys, I've shared the link for anyone who wants to attend the Tijori Finance webinar at 4 p.m. today. You guys can register over there, and we'll send you the invites right away.
And this is free for all webinar, right, Abhi?
Yes, this is free for all.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Take care.